Hi guys, and welcome to bot.binary.com hotmatrixx unofficial tutorial series, episode 5, maths and operanders. So in the previous one we just showed you how to use the if statement in its very basic form, and we will get into more logic based stuff probably in the next tutorial. This one I want to start going through the maths operanders, which is this series of blocks here. You've already seen me use this one. It's literally just a block where you can manually add a number to it. That number is any double point floating average, pretty much any floating number at all. So it could be any kind of number with any number of decimals that you like, and it's a valid number. Really simple, and it's good for, if you want to change the stake by 3, right? So if you go set changing stake to, I get to use another operator here, which is this one, the operational one. So if I want to changing stake to changing stake plus 3, right? Now I can do the exact same thing using this block just by making this a 3, right? But the advantage of this block here, of this block, is this operator in here. This allows me to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and run to the power of. So I can have 3, because it's easy to understand, 3 to the power of 3, which would give me 3, 9, 27, right? So that would change the changing stake to 27, if you understand how the power works. So that gives you the first 2 operators. One is just, it allows you to make a number, floating point, and the other one, the next one, just allows you to do your basic operations. Now these can be nested. So if I was to copy this, I could say 2 plus 3 times 4. And I believe it follows the BEDMAS formula. So if it was following normal arithmetic, 2 plus 3 would equal, I have to think, 5 times 4 is 20. If it follows BEDMAS, you get 2 plus 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And it's easy to test. I will just show you with another dirty little block here called notify. And I will just run that in the run once. We get to look at this a bit more later on, but notify pops up a notification down here with the result. So I'm going to notify green, and I'm either going to get 20 or 14, I believe, with the numbers I came up with, because my math sucks. So let's find out. And here we go, 14. There you go. So it's running on BEDMAS, and you can use multiple nested operations. However, I will say that doing this extensively will make your bot work very hard. Okay, so other maths operators. This one here, which says square root, actually has a few options. You've got the absolute value. So if you've got a value, and it could be positive and it could be a negative value, like it might be -9, the absolute will make it 9. It will just always remove any negative in front of a number. So it's always a positive value. The negative literally turns a number into its negative value. So if you have the +2, for instance, so set changing stake to 2, I could set it to -2, or I could change by -2, which would be the exact same thing as what I had earlier, where I was setting changing stake to changing stake -2, right? I'm going to presume you guys understand what I'm actually doing here, so that I don't have to actually go over the minutiae of how this all works. I'm going to take a break from the math operators from this point. I've actually cut this video short now. I go over the rest of them, but I've actually cropped it out because I don't think it's necessary. I've covered the basic couple of math operators. The rest of them I'm certain you can explore in your own time, and the ones that you know and understand you're welcome to use. The ones that you don't, I'm sure that you can Google them just as well as anybody else can. So I've covered the basics of pulling up math operators and how to use them, and the big mess is important. So we're going to end the video here, and I will see you on the next one.